Prime Field.
Welcome to Prime Field, where we dive deep into the strategic moves that shape collegiate sports. Today we're examining the University of Connecticut's meticulous recruitment of rising star Serah Williams, a strategy that showcases why UConn remains at the pinnacle of women's basketball. The Huskies' pursuit of Williams represents far more than just adding talent. It embodies a philosophy that has defined Coach Geno Auriemma's program for decades. UConn's approach wasn't merely about securing an athletic powerhouse. It centered on finding the complete package, a student-athlete who excels both on the court and in the classroom. What makes this recruitment fascinating is how UConn tailored their pitch to Williams' background. Recognizing her Canadian roots, the coaching staff emphasized the program's history of developing international talent into collegiate stars and professional athletes. They presented Williams with a vision where her academic aspirations would receive equal attention to her athletic development. The University of Connecticut has long maintained that building championship teams begins with recruiting high-character individuals who prioritize team success. This belief guided their entire approach. They showcased an environment where scholastic excellence intertwines with athletic achievement, a balance few execute with UConn's consistency. The Huskies staff spent considerable time highlighting their academic support systems, including graduation rates and player achievements. This resonated deeply with Williams and her family, who value education alongside basketball. The message was clear. They weren't just recruiting a player, they were investing in a student-athlete's complete future. The cornerstone of UConn's recruitment pitch to Serah Williams extended beyond facilities and championships to something less tangible but equally crucial: team culture. During Williams' campus visits, coaches emphasized the program's unwavering commitment to values that have defined Connecticut women's basketball: unselfishness, accountability, discipline, and relentless work ethic. UConn's coaching staff had Williams meet with current team members who shared authentic experiences about the program's demanding but rewarding culture. They painted a picture of a system where individual accolades are celebrated only within the context of team success, a philosophy that has remained consistent throughout Auriemma's legendary tenure. What particularly stood out in UConn's cultural pitch was their transparency about expectations. They didn't promise Williams starring roles or guaranteed minutes. Instead, they promised opportunity within a system that rewards those who embrace the team's collaborative ethos. This straightforward approach conveys a powerful message. At Connecticut, players earn everything through commitment to collective excellence. The Huskies have cultivated an environment where constructive criticism is viewed as essential for growth rather than personal attacks. This culture of accountability creates players who thrive under pressure and develop mental toughness that serves them well beyond collegiate competition. Williams was shown how this approach has consistently transformed talented prospects into complete players prepared for professional careers. Throughout the recruitment process, UConn emphasized how their cultural values create a family atmosphere that extends well beyond a player's 4 years in the program. They highlighted the robust alumni network of former Huskies who remain connected, supporting current players and providing mentorship throughout their careers. This sense of belonging to something greater than oneself, a tradition of excellence that spans generations, offered Williams a compelling vision of her potential legacy at Connecticut. UConn's recruitment of Serah Williams showcased the program's sophisticated use of analytics to complement their traditional basketball wisdom. The coaching staff presented Williams with detailed statistical analysis, demonstrating not just her current strengths, but precisely how her skill set would evolve within Connecticut's development system. During recruitment meetings, UConn's coaches utilized advanced metrics to illustrate Williams' potential impact on their front court rotation. They broke down possession-by-possession data, showing how her mobility, shot blocking ability, and scoring touch around the rim would complement their existing roster. This data-informed approach proved to Williams that UConn had done their homework. They weren't offering generic praise, but had conducted thorough analysis of her game. The presentation included compelling statistical comparisons between Williams and former UConn post players who successfully transitioned to the WNBA. Particularly noteworthy was the comparison to Aaliyah Edwards, whose versatile 4-5 position role mirrors Williams' playing style. These analytics-backed comparisons provided Williams with tangible evidence of how UConn's development program could refine her skills for professional success. What set UConn's approach apart was their focus on developmental projections, not just celebrating Williams' current abilities. They highlighted key metrics predicting professional potential, like rim protection percentage, defensive switching effectiveness, and offensive efficiency, and outlined their framework to optimize these attributes. Finally, UConn's staff presented Williams with a personalized improvement plan. They pinpointed areas for growth, whether expanding her shooting range, refining defensive techniques, or enhancing playmaking, and detailed exactly how their coaching would address each. This data-driven plan proved UConn's commitment to maximizing the Williams' potential through analytics and elite player development. Following their 2025 NCAA championship season, UConn identified specific roster needs that Serah Williams could address immediately. The Huskies' recruitment strategy emphasized how Williams' skill set perfectly aligned with their front court requirements, a true rim protector who could also contribute offensively in their motion-based system. UConn's coaches meticulously outlined Williams' projected role within their system, demonstrating how her shot-blocking prowess and rebounding strength would enhance their defensive identity. They presented game scenarios and matchup analyses, showing how her presence would allow the team to play more aggressively on the perimeter, knowing they had elite rim protection behind them. This strategic vision gave Williams clarity about her expected contribution and importance to the team's continued success. The Huskies were particularly focused on Williams' versatility as a mobile post player who could both protect the paint and switch effectively in defensive schemes. This ability to defend multiple positions is increasingly valuable in modern basketball, and UConn's staff demonstrated how developing this versatility would benefit both team success and Williams' professional prospects. Their presentation included video analysis of specific defensive scenarios where Williams' unique combination of size and mobility would create competitive advantages. While emphasizing immediate impact opportunities, UConn also presented Williams with a long-term development roadmap, showing how her role would evolve throughout her collegiate career. They outlined how responsibilities would expand as she mastered each phase of their system, eventually growing into a leadership position with increased offensive responsibilities. This progressive vision demonstrated that while immediate contributions were valued, UConn was equally invested in Williams' long-term growth trajectory. Connecticut's recruitment team highlighted specific games from their upcoming schedule, where Williams' particular skill set would be especially impactful against conference rivals and national contenders. By connecting Williams' abilities to concrete competitive situations, UConn effectively illustrated her importance to their championship aspirations, positioning her not just as another talented addition, but as a strategic cornerstone of their continued dominance in women's collegiate basketball. The pinnacle of UConn's recruitment pitch to Serah Williams centered on the program's unparalleled record of preparing players for professional success. Connecticut's coaching staff presented comprehensive data on their Women's National Basketball Association pipeline, statistics showing not just how many players they've sent to the professional ranks, but the longevity and impact of those players at the highest level. UConn emphasized that joining their program would place Williams in a high-visibility system that regularly attracts professional scouts and executives. They detailed how playing in nationally televised games against elite competition would provide consistent opportunities to showcase her skills to decision-makers at the next level. This exposure advantage was presented alongside Connecticut's robust media training program, which prepares players for the professional responsibilities beyond on-court performance. The coaching staff outlined their professional development curriculum that extends beyond basketball fundamentals to include personal branding, financial literacy, and career planning, skills essential for maximizing opportunities in professional sports. Williams was shown how former Huskies have leveraged their Connecticut experience into successful careers both on and off the court, demonstrating the program's commitment to holistic professional preparation. Connecticut's recruitment team was transparent about the trade-offs Williams would face regarding individual statistics versus team success. They acknowledged that her raw numbers might not match what she could produce as the primary option elsewhere, but countered with evidence showing how playing within UConn's system better prepares athletes for professional roles. Their presentation included specific examples of former players whose efficiency and basketball IQ improved dramatically at Connecticut, attributes highly valued by professional teams. perhaps most compelling was UConn's track record of developing versatile post players with skill sets that translate to the evolving professional game. They highlighted how the program's emphasis on mobility, defensive versatility, and expanded offensive range aligns perfectly with current WNBA trends. For Williams, a player with professional aspirations, Connecticut presented not just a collegiate destination but a strategic pathway to achieving her ultimate basketball goals, a comprehensive 4-year preparation for long-term professional success. What makes the University of Connecticut's recruitment of Serah Williams truly exemplary is their seamless integration of academics, culture, analytics, and professional development into a cohesive vision. While many programs excel in individual aspects of recruitment, UConn's approach demonstrates why they remain an elite destination for top women's basketball talent. They've mastered the art of comprehensive recruitment that addresses every facet of a student-athlete's collegiate experience and future aspirations. The Huskies' strategy with Williams reflects a profound understanding that championship programs are built through thoughtful, data-informed decisions that balance immediate competitive needs with long-term program sustainability. By prioritizing fit across multiple dimensions, not just athletic ability but academic alignment and cultural values and developmental potential, Connecticut continues to recruit players who contribute to their winning tradition while benefiting tremendously from the UConn experience. Williams' recruitment represents a case study in modern collegiate athletic recruitment done right, a process that honors the student-athlete's complete identity and goals while advancing the program's competitive objectives. It stands as a refreshing counterpoint to recruitment approaches that prioritize short-term gains over sustainable excellence and player development. As Williams prepares to join the storied Connecticut program, both she and the Huskies can feel confident that this partnership was formed through mutual understanding and aligned values. The thorough, multifaceted recruitment process has established expectations and built trust that will serve as the foundation for Williams' development over the coming years. For basketball programs at all levels, UConn's recruitment of Serah Williams offers valuable lessons about the power of integrated recruitment strategies that respect the complexity of student-athletes' decisions and prioritize authentic relationship building alongside competitive considerations. It's a reminder that in collegiate athletics, the most successful programs are those that never lose sight of their educational mission even as they pursue championship excellence. This has been Prime Field, bringing you the strategic insights behind collegiate sports' most impactful moves. Until next time, keep analyzing the game beyond the scoreboard.
Prime Field.